Hello students, welcome to Sufa E-class. In the previous lecture, we have studied practice set 1.1. Hope you solved it and you understand it. So student, now today we will move towards the next topic, that is type of set. So student, the first type of set is singleton set. Singleton set. So student, the definition of the singleton set is a set consisting of a single element is called singleton set. So student, a set that contains only one element or a single element is called as singleton set. So student, we will take one example in order to understand this. Yes, set of even prime numbers. So student, in this set of even prime numbers, it is only one element which is even as well as prime, and that is 2. We know that we have studied in the previous lecture that there is only one number which is even as well as prime. So the set of even prime number contain only one element, and that is 2. 2 is even as well as prime. So this set is a singleton set. Now we shall study the next type of set, that is empty set or null set. Empty set or null set. So student, yes, the empty word suggests that this set does not contain any element. So if there is not a single element which satisfies the given condition of a set. If there is not a single element which satisfies the given condition of a set, then that set is called empty set or null set. So student, empty set or null set is a set which does not contain any element which satisfies the given condition of a set. So student, empty set and null set, it is denoted by this empty curly bracket, blank curly bracket, or you can say one symbol which names phi. So this is a symbol that names phi. Student, remember that this symbol phi is used to denote the empty set or null set. So student, if there is not a single element, if there is no element in a set which satisfies the given condition, then that set is called as empty set or null set. So empty set or null set is denoted by the blank this curly bracket or empty curly bracket or this symbol phi. So student, now we will study the finite set. So student, before studying the finite set, let us take an example of empty set or null set. So let us consider a set B. B is equal to x such that x is a natural number between 2 and 3. So student, is there a natural number between 2 and 3? Is there any natural number between 2 and 3? No. So B set is empty set or null set. So empty set or null set, we can show this set by this blank curly bracket, or you can show it by phi. So student, this set is empty set or null set because there is no element between 2 and 3 which is a natural number. There is no number between 2 and 3 which is a natural number. So here the given condition of set does not satisfied by any element. That is why this set does not contain any element, and this is an empty set or null set. Now student, so student, now the next type of set is a finite set. Finite set. So student, if a set is a null set or number of elements of a set are limited or countable, then it is called finite set. Then it is called a finite set. So finite set, the definition of finite set is if a set is a null set or the number of elements of a set are limited or countable, then it is called finite set. So student, let us take an example. Yes, So consider C is a set P such that P is a number between 1 to 22 which is divisible by 4. So P such that P is a number between 1 to 22 which is divisible by 4. So write this set C in a listing method. So the number which is divisible by 4 between 1 to 22 is 4, 8, 12, 16 and 20. So student, after 20 it is 24, but we want the number between 1 to 22, means less than 22. So this is a finite set. Why? Because the number of elements of this set are countable. We can count this element 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the number of elements present in this set are 5. So this set is a finite set because the number of elements in this set are limited or countable. So in this way student, first one is singleton set, second is empty set, third one is finite set, and fourth one we will study, that is infinite set. Student, next type of set is infinite set. Infinite set. So student, as the name suggests, it is a set which contains infinite number of elements. So if the number of elements of a set are unlimited or uncountable, if the number of elements of a set are unlimited or uncountable, then that set is called as infinite set. Infinite set. So student, if a set contains the element which are unlimited or uncountable or infinite number of element, then that set is called as infinite set. So we'll take one example. Set of natural number. Set of natural numbers. So student, we know that the set of natural number is denoted by capital N. So capital N is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on. So student, natural numbers are uncountable or infinite. That is why this set is an infinite set, or yes, this set is an infinite set. So student, we shall study some more examples. Yes, some sets are given here. Set of natural numbers. So set of natural number is denoted by capital N, and set of whole numbers, that is W. We know that the set of whole number is denoted by W. So next one is set of integers. It is denoted by I. Set of rational numbers. Rational numbers, that is denoted by Q. And set of real numbers. Real numbers, that is denoted by R. Remember that all these set, all the above sets are infinite sets. So student, remember that the set of natural number is an infinite set, the set of whole number is also infinite set, the set of integer is also infinite set, set of rational number and set of real numbers are also infinite set, because the number of element in this set are infinite or uncountable. So student, these are the type of set. We have studied 4 type of set here. First one is singleton set, that a set which contains only one element is called a singleton set. Empty set or null set, a set which does not contain any element which satisfies the given condition of a set is called as empty set or null set. Or finite set, if the number of element of a set are countable, or if it is a null set, then it is called as finite set. Then we have studied infinite set, the set of elements of a set that are unlimited. The set, if the number of element of a set are uncountable, unlimited, then that set is called as infinite set. So student, hope you understand. Now we will move towards the next topic. So student, now the next topic is equal sets. Equal sets. So student, let us consider 2 sets. The first set is A is equal to X such that X is a letter of word listen. Listen. So let us consider set A, x such that x is a letter of word listen. So student, let us convert this set into listing method. So yes, it is the element of letter of word listen. So first letter should be L, comma I, comma S, comma T, E and N. Now student, consider the set B, Y such that Y is a letter of word silent. Silent. So student, write the element in listing method. So B is equal to, yes, silent. So S I L E N T. So student, let us observe both the set which are written in the listing method. A is equal to L I S T E N and B is equal to S I L E N T. What you have noticed? Yes, if you will notice that, then LL is common in both the set, I is also common in both the set, S is common in both the set, T is also common in both the set, and E is also common, and N is also common in both the set. So student, if you will notice that, then all the element of set A are the elements of set B, and all the element of set B is in set A. So if this condition happens, means if the element of both the sets are identical or same, then these type of set are called equal sets. So student, here set A is equal to set B. Why set A is equal to set B? Because all the element of set A is in set B and all the element of set B is in set A. So we can consider the definition. If there are two or more set that contains the same element, then they are equal sets. So student, if two or more sets are given to us and if the element of two or more sets are identical or same, then that set are called as equal sets. So student, there is a definition given in your book. Two sets A and B are said to be equal if every element of set A is the element of set B. Every element of set A is the element of set B, or every element of set B is in set A. So student, this is the definition of equal set. Two set A and B are said to be equal. Two set A and B are said to be equal if every element of set A is the element of set B, or every element of set B is in set A. So student, note the definition. It is one of the most important type of set, that is a equal set in which both the set contains the same element or the element of both the sets are identical. So in this way these sets are equal set. So student, consider one more example. A is equal to x such that x is equal to 2n, n belongs to n, and x is greater than 0 and less than or equal to 10. So A is equal to curly bracket. Now we will write this set in a listing form. So x is equal to 2n and n should be taken from the set of natural numbers. So first we will take 1 from the set of natural number. So 2 multiplied by 1, it will be 2. Then we will take 2 2s are 4, then 2 3s are 6, 2 4s are 8 and 2 5s are 10, and these are x. So that is why x is less than or equal to 10. So we will take 10 also, and all the number less than 10. So this is the listing method of the set which is given in the rule method. So student, now we will take this set B. B is equal to curly bracket. Y such that y is an even number and y is greater than or equal to 1 and less than or equal to 10. So greater than or equal to 1 is an odd number, that is why we will skip 1, and greater than 1, that is 2. 2 is an even number, that's why we will take 2, and after 2 the even number is 4, 6, 8 and 10. 10 is also even number, and here it is condition given to us, that is the number should be less than or equal to 10. The number should be less than or equal to 10. So it is the less than 10 and also equal to 10, that's why we will take 10 also here. So if you will notice that, then all the element of set A and set B are identical. So here set A is equal to set B. What is the reason behind this? Set A is equal to set B, because here it is 2 and 2 is there also in set B, 4 is also there in set B, 6 is also there in set B. So all the element of set A are the element of set B, that is why these sets are called as equal sets. Now we will consider the next example. Student, consider the two sets. Set C is equal to 1, 3, 5, 7 and set D is equal to 2, 3, 5, 7. Student, are these set equal sets? Is set B is equal to set D? No. Why? Because 1 is the element of C and 1 is not the element of D, and 2 is the element of D and 2 is not the element of C. So student, in this way 1 and 2 are the different elements given in set B, set C and set D. That is why this set C and set D are not equal sets. If we want that set C is equal to set D, then all the elements should be identical. Here all these elements 3, 5, 7, 3, 5, 7 are identical, but because of 1 and 2, there is 2 in set D which is not in set C, and there is 1 in set C which is not in set D. That is why these sets are not said to be equal sets. So here set C is not equal to set D. So remember that if two sets are equal, then all the elements should be identical. None of the element is different in both the sets. So in this way we can show the equal set. So student, hope you understand. Now we will study practice set 1.2 in next lecture. Up till then, thank you very much.